Good morning and full house this morning. Wake up, everyone. 76 degrees. I've not quite seen the kitchen like this, Jamie.
What? You know, I love it. People come up here ain't really familiar with how the program works. Hello, boys. Now, what exciting town are you from? New Hope. All right. Still carries his lawnmowers to Cooper's small engine. These two gentlemen right here are going to talk about the Ardmore Quarterback Club car show going on this weekend. We got one out front. We'll be giving it away in just a little bit.
All right,
To the 100, it ain't pink, it's actually orange, so our camera may be a little off of the lighting this morning. We're giving that car away this morning. Compliments of James Shannon. It's a 57 convertible Chevrolet valued at $300,000.
I'm in.
Brad Stovall did all the work on that show. Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM on a live edition over on set one. Maryanne in this morning, the chamber president from Rogersville, after finally finding us this morning. And Brad Stovall, Danny, making his first appearance ever anywhere at 6 a.m.
Well, I'd ask him anywhere.
Anywhere. Brad, good morning.
How you doing?
This is the non-smoking section of the program. Brad Stovall Body Shop, one of my bestest buddies in the world. Over on set two, we got all the smart people over on set two this morning.
Look.
School teacher Greg Skipworth in here this morning, finished his first day of school yesterday. How'd that go?
I survived it. Went well.
And we have pizza just in time, still hot this morning, from Joe Carlucci from New York City.
New York City.
And James, thank you for donating that automobile this morning.
No.
It's going to be a pleasure. And Joseph, you know all about it, right?
I do. I know a lot about it.
We'll play Judge Jamie in just a little bit. I love a house full. Let's get her cranking right now. Here's Gloria with a great, fantastic, cool weather forecast.
Well, it is 76 degrees this morning. Many of you like that. All right, 30% chance of rain today. All you guys looking for some no rain the next several days. Don't listen to the forecast because we do have a chance of rain almost daily. 30% chance today with high temperatures around 87. Tomorrow, your high of 90. That jumps up to about 40%. 40% Saturday, but hopefully not a washout. We've got cars to check out. Actually, one of the largest car shows. We'll tell you about that coming up here soon. And temperatures basically, now these are those isolated showers, so not everyone is going to see the rain, but there is going to be rain throughout the valley. That's a good way for weather people to cover their behinds on that. Some will see rain, some won't, but it's beautiful out there this morning, so no worries.
Maryanne, this is Athens, Alabama. Now, you from Cherokee, Alabama.
I am.
Oh, well, no wonder.
That's where Wayne White's from. Cherokee. Y'all ever been to Cherokee?
Yeah, I've driven through there.
That's about, well, it didn't take long. That's about as far away as you can get, ain't it?
Almost.
I've been to Red Rock.
Close.
Yeah. And Brad, it's an honor, man. I've been trying. How many years I've been trying to get you up here?
Long time.
At least,
Long
what,
time.
13?
Yeah.
I get a text this morning. I wake up, got a text from Brad
Don't tell
Stovall
all.
last night, 11 o'clock. I got a second thought. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm scared.
He's not scared. He wanted to sleep.
You made it up here. Gonna talk about your big car show coming up this week. And you know, you're a legend.
I don't know about that.
Well, listen to me. I'll tell everybody that you are.
I've heard of you for years and just now
That's
meeting you. So
right.
yeah, you're a legend.
You get a dent in that new Ford you got, you'll be taking it
Taking
down
it
there.
right there. Yep.
Hey, where you been?
I've been in dreamland.
He's on
Jamie.
cloud
really?
nine.
I see. Well, it's something has happened that it's
Can you
like
tell?
I don't know if I got time or not. I guess I got.
What
I got
you
a
do right now? I'm giving
I got
you
a
minute.
call from Inspiration Network.
Yeah.
And a guy that had directed me in a movie called Sailor Song has written a script with me as the lead, and his partner there at Inspiration Network is Chip White. Chip White's sister is Vanna White.
Oh,
And
really?
She is producing this movie.
I've heard of her, haven't you, Maryanne?
And we go in middle of September, South Carolina, and shoot this thing. So
Did he ask
yeah.
you about me or anything?
No, he didn't. I think we got cut off, Jamie.
Oh.
I think, yeah,
That's my life story, Brad.
But that's a huge deal for Danny.
That's I can't
Hey,
believe
Rick, you
it's
get
here.
Vanna on our show?
No.
I'll get a picture of her and we'll put her on the show. How's that?
All right, let's go to Zack. Zack, I didn't have a whole lot of sports this morning, but
No.
I'm sure you got something on your own.
I'll make it quick this morning. Now, hey, first off, go to Urbansmore, get you some MSM. They will hook you up, make you feel better. Go see them. I got to give a quick shout out to my Aunt Edna. Today's her birthday. She's had a lot of health issues in the past few months, and I'm just glad she's here, still here with us, and I hope she has a happy birthday today.
Happy birthday.
John Saunders, a lot of people know the big ESPN sportscaster, watched him on there for 30 years. He suddenly passed away yesterday at 61. That was a big loss for ESPN.
Did they ever say what the reason was behind that?
I just know he had diabetes, but they don't know if that's the reason why.
I just happened to be watching the Olympics yesterday. A few times I've watched it during the day, and Hannah Storm had just started doing
That was hard to do.
It's very hard to do when somebody dies, as y'all have seen me do it a couple of times when you have a good friend die. It's very difficult to get through.
Yeah, they had just got the word right when she did it, and she was just breaking down big time on that.
He was our age, Jenny.
But so sad on that.
Scary,
At the
isn't it?
Olympics yesterday, Americans had a little trouble. The men's basketball team, they won by 10, beating Australia. Carmelo Anthony had 31 points. Kristen Armstrong, who turned 43 yesterday, she won her third straight gold medal in cycling, and Katie Ledecky won her fourth gold medal as the anchor leg in the women's 4x200-meter freestyle relay. So congratulations her. And if you in Ardmore tomorrow night, we mentioned the car show. Those guys will be talking about that Saturday. We got Meet the Tigers. You can get up to First National Bank. Jeff Hodges and they'll be hosting Meet the Tigers. You
Don't
can
know
meet all the Ardmore football,
Much money as I would, but I try not to remember it.
basketball, and track teams. You get to meet all them tomorrow night. They'll be feeding everybody. So come on up to First National Bank. And then I got to mention my sister's boss, Chris, is here, and he'll be talking about that 4-H mud run here in a little while around
I
Cup.
might be able to participate in that. Hey, I got a cartoon this morning. The only demographic that Donald Trump has not insulted.
Who is it?
This fat guy, white guy laying on the thing, drinking a beer and eating pork rinds. That is the only one that our man Trump has not insulted you.
Give it time.
Huh?
Give it time.
He'll get him next.
All right, did you hear about the high school coach
Maybe he'll
that
pull it
got
out.
fired for praying on the field after the game by himself?
No.
You're
There he is right
kidding.
there. Got fired for praying on the field by himself, and they fired him for that.
Unbelievable. You can't
that's-
pray. That's what's wrong with
I
this
forgot
world.
what state. It wasn't around here, but that was
There had to be other issues.
well, no.
Wow.
That was it before. And then another one, Brad, I don't know if you've got this or not up there, but a guy died. I forgot what city. It might have been New York City.
New York City.
Somewhere up in that area. But anyway, in his obit,
from New York.
well, I don't know, it looks like something would happen there. And in his obit, he had two obits.
Oh, he had his wife and his girlfriend.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
It was. His wife and his girlfriend both put an obit in the paper.
They both wanted to be mentioned.
I saw that.
You saw that?
Well, he went to Alabama, but he was
So, Maryanne, you're the president over at Rogersville.
I'm the
Chamber.
director.
So you're basically up on all current events going on in and around Athens, Florence, North Alabama, the world, right?
I try to be.
I know Brad
I
is.
try.
You can look at him telling he is. Every time I go down there, he's studying.
She doesn't want to outdo you today.
We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We got some new players in here this morning, a couple. We'll play Judge Jamie. And when you play Judge Jamie, the winner gets buying us sausages. You ever had one of these?
Maybe once or twice.
As you take the long way back to Rogersville this morning, you may be, if you get lost again, you may be able to, they might come in handy. So we'll take a break right now. We'll go outside in just a little bit as we look at that 57 convertible Chevrolet out there. Right now, let's take a break. Y'all, hang on. Everybody over here. And now it's time to play Judge Jamie with the Cooper Court. But before I get cranking on that, y'all know how kids are. The mamas always send a picture of them on their first day of school.
Oh, yeah.
We just happened to get one. There he is right there. His first day teaching. Yeah, yesterday. Little Greg Skipworth. He's in here this morning. Got his tie on, ready to go. His first day at school. Congratulations,
He survived.
Greg. James, this is the way we play. Brad, Mary, this is the way we play. This is the wrong answer. This is the right answer. Zack is elbow. No electronic devices such as cell phones or iPad except by me are able to be used on the program. We give away a can of Vienna sausages. New Hope, where I'm from, used to be named Vienna. The Yankees burned it down. They rebuilt it. Am I right? Right. So you take
Yeah, I
that.
forgot you had another
All right,
U-Haul guy.
here we go. Y'all know the answer. Just shout it out. You got a number where I can identify you easily. Joe Carlucci. Hey, well, you don't have a number, Zack.
That's what he wanted. That's the number he wanted.
They just announced at the airport in Huntsville that you can fly now directly.
New Orleans, $99.
You can fly directly to Rogersville now.
Really?
That's a relief.
That ain't the question. Yeah, $99. That's a
New Orleans.
That's a special. What does it change to after that?
$199.
It's 500
$199.
$2.99.
round trip.
$149.
That's what I said, $149.
How many days a week can you fly to New Orleans?
To New York or
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
6,
From there.
5, 4, 3.
2.
7.
3 would be the correct answer.
8.
Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, beginning September 30th. Y'all should have known that one.
Yep.
What is this week called nationally?
Oh!
It is,
I know it.
I'll give it to you. National Farmers Market Week. They're giving away free tomato sandwiches Saturday down at the
Okay.
Farmers Market over
We're
here.
doing a tomato pizza.
You are?
Yes.
How many years have they been having National Farmers Week? Nationwide.
63.
45.
17, Einstein. Here's one you ought to know.
Okay.
UNA graduate. He's your most famous graduate over here. That's why I got him in
Not
there.
really. No.
Pat Dye, you're up here talking about former Auburn coach Pat Dye to speak over there next week, Tuesday night.
Right.
When did he take Wyoming to its first winning season?
1960.
You wrote the article.
I should know.
1978.
In my head.
1964.
82.
79.
75.
Well,
1980 to be
I
exact.
thought he was
He was
already
close.
off. He's scared.
When he led Auburn to their first SEC national championship, since
SEC
Suge took them there,
championship.
how many years was in between?
You
I'll
talking
give
about
that to you.
SEC?
26 years. When was he National Coach of the Year?
1988.
85.
80. Hey, shut up, Brad. You ain't emailed me.
Well, he's an Auburn fan. He ought to.
1983. Are you introducing him Tuesday night?
I'm not.
Yeah, thank goodness.
His resume, though, is very
It's
impressive.
impressive. We were with Bobby Bowden. Have you ever heard of him?
I have.
Good. What happens tonight in the skies above America?
Meteor shower.
What? Meteor shower is the correct answer. About how many meteors, how fast will they be going?
21,000.
Well, actually, there'll be 200 meteors per hour coming up. Somebody go beat that kid. That starts tonight and early Friday morning. All right, here we go. Everybody's watched the Olympics, right?
Olympics.
Brad, the way this game
Some
works
of
is
it.
I ask questions to the best of your limited knowledge. You try to answer them, okay? You'll
I'll
know
try.
this.
well, ask him some car questions
This is the
that
easy
you know nothing about.
This is the easy one right here. Everybody watching the Olympics. Who got the first gold medal score of 10 in the Olympics of the past? That is a correct answer.
Very
How do
good.
you spell her last name? That's a good answer, Joe.
Carefully.
All right, right up your alley.
Okie doke.
A new movie coming out called Ben-Hur.
Yeah.
It's coming out. It's a religious thing on that.
Right.
And what year did Charleston Heston win? And the movie won 11 Oscars.
1962.
59 is the correct answer.
Ow, Joe.
Oh, Danny, you can't be waiting this long on it right here. It comes out August 19th.
I saw
Who is the
trailer.
guy who plays the African owner of the Arabian Stallions?
That's from Mississippi. It's oh man, can't think.
Plays God a lot.
Yeah.
Morgan
yeah.
Freeman.
Lori Freeman. Way to go, Maryanne comes alive.
There you go.
All right,
She
here we
saw
go.
Heaven Almighty.
That was an easy question, James. Here we go now to the second round here. We get to a little harder question. Brad, again, the way
Great.
this works.
I'm just saving
There's
up.
something
He's
right
just
here.
glad he's here.
Air Force is reporting they need how many more fighter pilots by the end of the year?
1,700.
5,000.
Don't know.
700.
742.
Now, wait a minute. You a helicopter pilot? There ain't no difference in flying a fighter jet than a helicopter is.
There you go, Brad.
You can be like Independence Day.
I could, couldn't I?
Y'all know what Jet.com is, don't you? Walmart just paid $3.3 billion to get Jet.com, a packaging company. A man in 2015, in his 30s, won some shares in Jet.com. There he is right there, he and his wife and kids.
Wow.
Because of this, when the sale to Walmart went through, what are those 18,000 shares he got? How much money is that worth now?
18,000?
$300 a share?
$1,000.
How much?
1,000.
Don't do a lot in the stock market, do you?
$6 million.
$4,000.
Almost $20 million.
No way.
Therefore, we are starting to sell shares in ZTV 11.
Therefore,
Wow.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson
Yes.
is into a controversy
Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel.
with Vin Diesel. What did he call him?
Careful now, careful now.
Candy ash is the exact word. That is the right
He
answer.
said
Show
no
the you.
Monday Night Raw for years.
When does the new movie come out?
Next year.
November.
Summer 2017.
Got to go with Joseph. April 17th next year.
okay.
Danny, you taught him too well.
Well, no, not me. Not me. He's been reading up or something. I don't.
Y'all know what a whale, orca whale is, don't you?
Hey, look, he's in Eastwood's in.
They're killer whales, right?
Yeah.
What is the oldest killer whale still living today? How old? What?
75.
32.
32. The average whale lives 60 to 80 years.
I said
My
75.
God.
This one's nicknamed Granny.
Granny.
90.
She was born before the Titanic sank.
We got some 32-year-old grannies now.
She's 105 years old.
Actually, it'd be 105 would be the right answer, mathematicians. Well, Granny, they have her tagged over that way. All right, here's an easy one
Quick,
for y'all.
Danny.
Who was the first American this year to win a gold medal?
Michael Phelps.
The girl shooting the rifle.
West Virginia. The
Girl shooting the rifle.
Yeah,
Rifle.
West Virginia.
Rifle girl.
Well, what was her name?
Jack.
JoJo.
She's a rifle girl. We know rifle girl from West Virginia.
Amy.
Huh?
Amy
It wasn't Ellie Mae. Jeannie
Jennifer.
Thrasher, 19, won that.
There we go.
All right, here we go. The way this works, I ask questions. And Brad, I know you've done this next question.
Oh, you got this one, man. This is yours.
Double dipped.
Double dip.
Double dip.
Survey says double dip is like putting your entire mouth into a dip with a chip.
Ew. Is that
Ain't nothing wrong with double dip.
that bad?
And what bacteria count depends on the chip and the salsa. But here's the question.
Really?
In what year did the Seinfeld episode appear when George...
94.
1988.
84.
96.
93.
93 is the right answer.
Yeah.
There it is, one of the most famous episodes there. All right.
Yeah, I remember that
I
one.
know you fish, don't you?
Me?
You've been known to.
A little bit.
You have. I mean, you look like a fisherman. Just go along with the story. Yeah, you're a fisherman.
I could watch it. That was one of the best shows ever.
Hey,
Really?
do you see me coming down to your pizza plate telling you how to cook
Like,
pizza?
you know, in school,
Huh?
you start it, he turns, and then I yell that way.
Alaskan fisherman just hooked a halibut. About how big would it be? It didn't. It's not the record, but close.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness! Look
Nope.
at that.
Wow.
1,240
2,000 pounds.
Actually, it's 400 pounds, 8 feet long. Was caught with a worm on Swan Creek in Limestone County.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I like to see somebody catch that.
Huh? All right, Zach, give me some words of wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
Zach,
That's right.
Zach.
Zach.
Yes.
Words of wisdom.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, Reggie Radlin is out for the year. Thank you for meeting
Oh,
me.
he
I forgot to tell you that.
Yeah.
Sporting news, I'll take over real
Yeah.
fast. Hold on. Reggie Ragland from Bob Jones is out for the year.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah, no,
that.
that's tough.
Thank you for that world.
Okay.
Now, y'all straighten up our pastor.
Okay, here we go real quick. Forgive yourself for your faults and your mistakes and move on.
You agree with that when you Brad?
Jamie does that all the time.
Let me
Yes.
hear it again. I was talking.
Forgive yourself for your faults and your mistakes and move on.
All right. All right, here we go.
You're welcome, Brad.
Give me a couple of things. Dusty, it's good to have you here on time this morning.
And don't do them again should be the end of that.
How can you maximize your dishwasher? I'm going to ask y'all a few questions about that.
Maximize.
You know what
Can't
that
hear
is.
you.
I
got
do.
one?
I have one.
How long does it take to cook a turkey in a dishwasher?
No way.
In a
What's the
dishwasher?
temperature of the
Come
dishwasher?
on, man.
What's the temperature of your dishwasher?
77 minutes.
What's the
5
temperature of the
hours.
dishwasher?
You got to go
8
through 3
hours.
cycles without soap.
15, about 12 minutes.
2.5 hours.
I have the dishwasher at the restaurant does it too.
What else can you cook in a dishwasher?
Well, if you can cook a turkey, you should be able to cook
We'll cook
anything.
anything.
You can clean your potatoes, put them on the top row, top rack. Rinse only. See this
Because
is an
it
educational
takes too
program
much
too, Maryanne.
effort just to rinse them.
All right, next one is you can degrease auto parts in it. Do you know that?
I've got one.
He's installing, oh, he has one.
Brad's done that before.
You can put your dirty shoes in there and clean them.
No, I would
And
never
then your
chance that.
dishes?
Put them on the top rack.
Right.
All right. If y'all get this Olympic question right, this is the
A
last
miracle.
one. What Olympian
Michael Phelps.
What Olympian missed the opening ceremonies and is scheduled to arrive in Rio tomorrow? American.
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 He's from Arizona. He put his own opening ceremony together and had his own parade. There he is.
Who is
In
that?
front of 3 people.
Pass. Pass.
Ben Cannot is his name. He is a U.S. triathlete. But here's the real question, a simple question even you will get.
Quit picking on him.
What is the traditional anthem of the Olympics? What is it called? That's not the question.
I think we'd know that. I'm not sure what it's called.
Onward and upward?
You want us to sing it or hum it?
If you know it, sing it.
Hum it. Go ahead.
Go
It's too
ahead.
early for me to sing.
Well, hum it.
Huh?
Well, hum it. What is it called? Even Dusty McLemore, the pastor at Lindsay Lane Baptist Church, probably knows the answer to this question.
Well, he can sing.
The Bugler's Dream would be the question. Who won today? Y'all want to give it to Brad?
Give it to Brad.
He was supposed
To
to.
Brad. We won't eat that, so
I'll share it with you.
that's
Brad, I got
okay.
one simple question for
What's
you.
that?
You've had some of these.
I have.
How many are in this can?
7.
7 is the right answer, Amanda. That's a man who knows his sausage.
That was a lucky guess, you know what I'm saying?
We'll take a break, come right back. Y'all hang on.
And we are back on this Thursday morning. Full house. Everybody's ready to get outside, check out that vehicle. But before we do, several things to talk about. Weather, for one. We do have rain in the forecast today. 30% chance of those isolated showers. So just keep an umbrella close because these are just hit or miss throughout the week, or the rest of the week, that is. High temperatures of 87 tomorrow. Your high temperatures of 90. And yes, over the weekend we do have rain in the forecast, but we're not going to talk about that because there's lots of weekend events.
Well, you
so
need
just
rain
keep an
for mud, don't you?
On it. It's helpful to wash off, don't you?
Maryanne, hang on a second. Let's talk about this mud run. This thing tell us about what's happened with this mud run, what this is.
Okay, so the mud run, this is the first time we've ever done this, but it's to raise money for the Alabama 4-H program, which is a youth development program through Alabama Cooperative Extension. And we're using this as a fundraiser, so all the money that we raise will go to the 4-H program statewide.
Where is it?
It's in Bremen, Alabama, which is just south of Coleman on Highway 69.
That's where the four-wheel drive park is. You say there's 1,500 acres there?
1,500 acres. It's called Stony Lonesome OHV Park, and there's, like I said, 1,500 acres of trails, hills for ATVs, horseback camping, trail running, dirt bikes, anything you can
Bring
think
your
of.
own horse.
Bring your own
You
horse,
have
that's
to.
right.
Or four-wheel drive.
Or four-wheeler, yeah.
Now, how long is this run? A 5K? And now, is it all mud
It's
running?
about, what, 3 miles?
Because Dusty, our pastor, Lindsay Lane, is a mud runner from the get-go, man. He loves to run in mud.
Excellent. It's so there's a 5K and then there's a 1 mile fun run, because just not everybody is a 5K runner. We got a lot of kids coming, so we wanted to give them a chance to have fun and get dirty. So the 5K is just a little over 3 miles, but there'll be obstacles within that 3 miles that you climb over, climb under, a lot of mud, and a lot of fun.
Now, are you participating?
I am, yeah.
So are you a mud runner?
I will be Saturday.
You will be Saturday. Now, it's the first time y'all have done it. What else does something have to go on? What else do you guys do with the 4-H?
4-H, we use it as a youth development program. We are in every 5th and 6th grade school in Limestone County, whether it be city or county schools. So we reach about 1,300 kids through that program. And we do life skills programs. Everything that we use in 4-H is research-based through the extension system, who we are. So we use it to help build leaders, young leaders in the community. They do a lot of community service projects, but it's 4-H has been going on for over 100 years now.
Now, what else are you in all of North Alabama? What you're involved with, or just Limestone County?
I'm just involved in Limestone County. I'm the Limestone County Extension Coordinator, but we have extension offices in every county in Alabama.
Now, does this cover the kids that have goats and cattle and they cook and all that stuff?
That was traditional 4-H. We still have a lot of that. But we're adding some new stuff like, the mud run kind of things, the River Kids program where we take kids kayaking. And so we're trying to keep up with, as trends change and kids' activity change, we try to change with it.
Because I remember back when I was in school, back when we had black and white, people had a cow or a hog or whatever, and that was their pride and joy.
Yep, and we still have those programs.
We still do that, son.
Yep, we sure do.
Well, hang loose there, Chris. Let's move on and talk
Not all
about
has
Pat
changed.
Dye coming to town. Yeah, that's Tuesday night.
Tuesday night at 6 o'clock.
All right, how can people get tickets for this
Rogersville.
first off?
Well, the LCHS cheerleaders and Key Club will be selling tickets, or you can pick them up at the chamber office, or you can call the chamber office, and I'll be happy to reserve those tickets for you, and then you can pay at the event.
Now,
Over the chamber.
I'm the director.
it looks like y'all having a pretty good layout of food that night, because what I was reading. Tell us what all you get to eat.
We're having sliced smoked pork tenderloin. There will be chicken fingers, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, green beans, rolls, broccoli salad, a dessert choice, and then sweet and unsweet tea.
So full
And water.
belly. Sit back and enjoy it.
Now, have you ever met Coach Dye?
I haven't.
Are you a Bama fan or Auburn fan?
I'm not a Bama fan, but I'm very
What?
excited.
What'd you say?
I'm very excited.
You are a Bama fan?
Everybody, most
Roll Tide, because we've hardly ever mentioned Auburn on this program. We're kind of all.
However, I
Come
will
on.
say that, for this event.
Don't say that.
For this event, we're trying to put, the Alabama-Auburn rivals aside. This is more of a
There ain't no
Rogersville.
putting it aside. Did you
Well,
know
this is a
that?
Rogersville event.
If you're a Bama fan, you're a
You
Bama
have spent
fan,
time
and
with
you
him.
hate Auburn. I don't care what nobody says.
You have spent time with Pat.
Oh yeah, I know. He's done my show a couple of times. He's a great guy.
So there.
Great
I'm
guy.
looking forward to
Now,
meeting
so are you introducing him?
I'm not.
We just-
Our chamber vice president will introduce him.
What all else is going on? I get the East Lauderdale news.
Okay.
So I kind of keep up with things that's
Okay.
going over there.
Yeah.
What else have y'all got going on in Rogersville?
Well, August the 20th, we have Rockin' the River coming up at Joe Wheeler, and we have been working really hard. We've got some really great bands coming. Percy Sledge's son will be there, McTaz, the Midnighters. We're really excited. There'll be a whole kids area, so it's a family event. We're
Yeah,
really
Rogersville's
excited.
kind of got it going on over there. Well,
Okay.
next time you're at Stanfield's, tell Al and them we set up.
Okay.
I want to give you a little bit of advice.
Okay.
When you leave here,
Leave her alone.
when you get on 72 to get back to Rogersville, go due west.
I think I can make
do
it.
Do not turn anywhere.
I think I'll make it.
All right, do we need to know anything else? Make your job easier over in Rogersville?
Get your tickets early.
Yeah, get your tickets. It's going to be a first-class event. We're really excited about it.
When you see the police chief Terry over that way, tell him I said hello.
I will.
And Mayor Hurston, tell him I asked about him as well.
I
They
will.
all been up here.
They're wonderful.
Thanks for coming up, both of you. You want a mud run this weekend? You got nothing else going
I
on?
think our hands are full.
Don't forget to get your picture made with Danny Vinson, UNA's most famous graduate.
Okay.
All right, we'll talk with Danny coming up. Jeff, thanks for coming over, both of you.
Thank
We'll
you.
take a break, come right back with Dusty and Joseph and Danny in just a second. Y'all
ready.
hang on. Hey, y'all know we could go over and run in that mud thing.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's get a team up.
The
mudders.
Walk to the door now. I'd really
Super mudders.
I gotta go. I'm going to see Dr. Stanford this morning, bright and early. Hey, that body pump ain't for me. I figured out the hard way.
Is that right?
Not good on his
My
knees.
knees don't kind of go with that weight on my. I don't care how the young them gals are teaching. I can't handle it.
Well, you shouldn't be trying to keep up with them. Kill them.
It's tough.
Yeah.
All right, what's new at Lindsay Lane since you got back in action?
Back in action. We're rolling right now. We got a new series coming up week after next and on the Judgment. So had Bobby Bowden here
Yeah, let's
last.
talk a bit about that. Brad, we got some pictures, Bob, but it doesn't really matter. Right there's Three Stooges.
Yeah, it is.
I think Joel's been working out a bit more than me and you have.
Yeah.
And is he
He's
dying his
younger.
hair
He's
or what?
younger. He's
Or is he
younger.
just jet black?
Yeah, he's using Clairol or something.
He ain't much older than me. What is he, 50?
He's still young.
Bobby, me and Dusty was back here hanging out with him. Gloria was able to find Tom Calvin's phone number, and he stayed on the phone with his wife. He went to high school with at Woodlawn. I told you that.
How about that?
Ain't that a
Sure did.
coincidence? But Bobby,
That was a cute
really,
story.
and what surprised me most about that when he talked about that one dying, and he said he had this assistant coach come and knock on his door, Mark Rick. Who
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well,
That was a
Both
cool
of y'all
story.
were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a neat story.
Yeah.
Did you tell the story he told about We Are Marshall?
I don't know if I told Jamie that or not. I think I did. I told it in Sunday school class.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
he thought the fellow that played him in We Are Marshall was a little fat.
He didn't like that.
And all those high school teams there as well. That was pretty neat.
Yes, sir.
For
Yes,
them
sir.
to hear what he had to
He was
share.
rather shocked as many high school students.
Yeah, he was. He said he goes to a lot of events, and they said we're going to have some teams. They never show up. So we had, I think, 8 or 9.
Eight or
showed up.
nine.
It
And
was
boy, he
pretty
talked to him too.
Yes,
I mean,
he
he
did.
told
Sure
the
did.
truth.
He really
He knows
did.
every move
Just
they're
that one
making.
story you guys shared about having an empty seat and said he's not here, he's been
That's what
killed,
I'm
he's
talking
either
about,
in
Mark
heaven
Rick.
or hell. That was
Yeah, it
pretty
really was.
powerful.
Pablo.
Of course, the number one question I got that night at Lindsay Lane was, "What are you doing up this late?" But everybody had a good time, and that was what, we had 700-800 people there, probably.
Yeah, I think it had 700.
700. All right. Is it hard coming back after being off for a month? I know 2 weeks you were in Africa and you've been to the beach and doing a lot of other stuff. Is it hard to get back in the swing of things?
Well,
Or
yeah,
do
it
you
is.
miss it?
Because I don't have a backup kind of, so my desk
you
was
do.
backed up.
I
Well,
bet
that's
sitting
right.
in the front row waiting.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Well, I didn't have any weddings while I was gone, so I didn't have to utilize you. But it is. But it's got good assistants there at the church. Our staff does a good job. So
Had some great speakers.
getting acclimated back in is kind of tough. But it was good Sunday. It was good to be back in the pulpit and be with our people.
There was a running joke. Everybody had to make sure they ate double breakfast because you were so
right.
bottled up.
You
were
was
gonna
bottled
take
up and ready to go
over.
because I still didn't get out of there about 12:20, so we didn't try to get out.
Yeah, you
but-
talk too much.
does.
Yeah, I do. But I'm PRing on that front row.
You
up
talk
there.
like I do.
Hey, Danny, you got this fixed to be the star, huh?
Well, yeah, they're going to shoot middle of September in South Carolina. I read the script last night, and it's.
Did you accept it?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Well, I put it this way. I'm calling him after the show, so y'all are getting a scoop. I'm telling you before the director even knows I'm taking the job. But the fuzz on my face, I read for a deal yesterday. You know the series, The Diary of a Wimpy Kid? It's a kids movie
It's
series.
very popular.
They're having another one of those, and I'm read for a guy called Hogman. And so that's what the
No
scruff is
wonder
in.
you're growing the beard.
Yeah, Hogman.
Okay.
So we have a contest at a fairway and a pig guessing his weight.
Did you happen to run into Sonny again after Sunday school? I mean, after church Sunday?
After I saw him
wondering if you got
before,
him to get us a bigger room yet.
After
I mean,
you
I know how
bullied
you
him a
got
little bit.
I just asked.
We're running out of space.
I just asked
We're
him.
We
full.
had
What-
929 Sunday in connect
Wow.
groups. We had
See, we had
929.
Everybody's.
Did y'all hear that? We had 929 people in Sunday school connect group Sunday before church.
Yeah,
Is
we
that
did.
not phenomenal?
It is. It really is. So everybody's looking for room right now.
Well, Danny's our room man.
means
He
pair
got
up
to get
and
on
I
there.
all I did was ask him. Now I'm in charge of getting us a new room. I think we're
Freddie Leonard
Plus
class.
you right in,
Yeah, he
didn't
did.
it?
Yeah, he did.
All right, Joseph, what's new in your life?
Some car shows this weekend, but the big one is Ardmore.
Now, we're going to go out and talk about, I know it's raining a little bit, and Brad Stovall's the main sponsor and has been. You made a statement on here a couple of weeks ago. This is the largest car show, I ain't know if you knew this, not in the
year.
Southeast.
It is. I mean, they probably average about 1,200 cars a year. I mean, there's been some years when there's been some really bad weather, or it's been a rain out, and they've maybe had 800 or 900. But I don't know what the record is, but I want to say they've probably had as many as 1,400 or 1,500 cars there. I mean, the
Well, you know what draws them in, don't you?
the park is full.
The name, Brad Stovall.
That's what they come for. They do come for
If
Brad.
you got a dent, bang, or whatever, Brad Stovall's the man to fix it. He's got it going on. That's the only reason people come from all around.
And this is from 10 to 3 p.m., so you have all day to come
You
and
do.
visit. Come and go.
Now, if you're coming into the park bringing your car, you want to get there a little earlier than 10. But
It's a fundraiser for the quarterback club.
it is, and a lot of them are there. A lot of the cheerleaders are selling stuff and walking around. I don't remember what it is they sell, but football players are there. You know, they volunteer.
Brad Stovall will be there signing autographs.
Is he really? Has he got a tent set up?
He will
He
now.
needs to. He will after this show.
But yeah, it's a great show because there's such a good mix of old cars, new cars. There's a lot of rare cars that you don't see very often at that show. Some custom one-offs. I don't know who the band is this year, but they always have a live band. Fender Bender.
That's
Allman
appropriate.
Brothers, what I heard.
Banging group.
Allman Brothers. And I'll tell you what, for us big boys, another attraction is the food area. It is really good. Corn dogs, the ice cream that's got the churn.
Oh, yeah.
Corn dogs are good. Good for you. It's like 2 or 3 food
They're right up
groups
there
in
with
that.
mine.
They also have an awesome swap meet area. So anyway.
Hey, you can always go to
I thought
dog
he was going to
days.
say prime
Another
rib or
tradition
something
up
like
that way.
I thought he was going to say prime rib or something like that.
Right.
Corn dogs, man.
They're usually foot long corn
He's
dogs.
being real.
Oh, we're going to go out in just a moment. Might be raining a little bit, so we may have to do it under the awning this morning. Anything else we need to know about Lindsay Lane Baptist Church? Well, we welcome new members
Open
all the
Sunday.
time.
Open Sunday, that's right. 9 o'clock connect groups, 10:30 worship. Come join
Is
us.
that an all-time high for Connect groups?
No,
Percentage
we've
wise?
had
I think
over
we've had
1,000 before.
1,200.
Oh, we'll break 1,000 this week.
That's right.
All right, everybody back in skill. All right, we'll talk Alabama football coming up here soon. Alabama, let me go out on a limb right now and predict Alabama going to win another national championship.
That's
I've
right.
been good at
Roll
it so
Tide.
far, man. I've been on a roll. Y'all, hang on. The cruising segment brought to you by All-Star Plumbers right here in Athens, the best there is. Eddie Pruitt Ford, Hartselle, Alabama. Y'all go visit him, get you a new Ford. And by Brad Stovall, Auto Body and Glass, been bringing you this since it's really, and he's here in person. And by Jimmy Smith, GMC with Austin and all the gang right down the road. Let's get it cranking. Here he is, the Mustang Man.
You know, it's not too often that we have one of our actual sponsors to come on the show, so that is a special treat. But more than a special treat of having Brad here with us is this car. I mean, this car is incredible, and I guess it's really here to promote the car show, but James has brought a beautiful car. Do you know a lot about it, or?
I do not.
Well, let's talk about the car show for just a minute.
I know about the car show.
So we do know that it is one of the largest car shows in the Southeast, 1,400 is what they normally, do you know the record?
Well, last year it rained for 2 hours from about 10 to 12, and we wound up with 1,200 cars.
Still had 1,200.
So, pretty day, I'm really scared to know how many will be there.
And let me just say for the record, I have been there during some of the rainstorms before, and you guys do a phenomenal job at putting out some hay and some sand and stuff to try to, you know, accommodate it the best you can. So don't panic, guys. If you're thinking about coming to the show, they do a good job at trying to keep it as dry as they can. But
The city of Ardmore has come in and put new pavement down in the park, so it's going to be a little cleaner if it does rain.
good deal. And some of those problem areas that we've had in the past, well, that's wonderful. And again, the food is always good. The swap meet is really one of the best in the area.
Right, and this year's swap meet, we've already had calls for the last 3 months about swap meet, so it's going to be bigger than it was last year.
And for like guys like me that like to decorate their man cave, you got car parts, you got signs, you got decals, a little bit of everything, antiques.
Yeah, I mean, anything you want, you could probably find there.
That's true. That's true. And speak a little bit about the participation that you do have from some of the football players, the cheerleaders, and the volunteers. I was amazed. Give us an indication of how many volunteers you have that work this show.
I would say somewhere in the neighborhood of 80 to 90 people. We've got football parents that are helping, cheerleaders are helping, some of their parents are helping. This year, the softball team's going to do the cooking for the hospitality tent, so there'll be several of them there working. The quarterback club folks are there working, so it's a ton of people there volunteering.
And that's amazing. I put on some car shows, and to get that many volunteers is truly phenomenal. So Jamie's focusing in and showing some of the features of this car. Troy, Kevin. Thank you, Troy. What is your role in the show?
Well, we've been down there all week getting ready, but I handle parking.
Parking, wow, that's a big deal. And you know, that's something that people don't realize is you've been there all week working. It's not just about Saturday, it's the prep work that you put in ahead of time.
Yeah, I was down there last night till 11 o'clock and the night before that till 11 o'clock. So, yeah, it's a lot of work.
That is, and you got to have people like that volunteer to do that. We appreciate you, man. Look forward to a good show tomorrow. James, how long have you had this car?
About 5 years.
It is gorgeous. Now, did Brad actually do any of the work on this car?
Yes, he did. He did. He does everything I need done.
Well,
and he put the Continental kit on it. He put the skirts on it. I don't know. He's done several things to it.
And you get this out to a lot of the shows, or do you do you trailer this or drive it?
I drive it.
Is that right? A car this beautiful?
Come from Ardmore this morning.
Well, I hate it got a little rain on it this morning.
That won't hurt it. That won't hurt it a bit. That won't hurt it a bit. Let me speak a little bit about the car shows.
Yes, sir.
These boys right here, they work hard, and they do a lot for the school. I was on the school board for 12 years. Just come off a couple of years ago. I'll be 2 years in November. And they do a lot for the school. Their money goes to the school to help these kids. And as a parent, a grandparent, and a ex-board member and everything, I appreciate what they do very much.
Totally agree. Totally agree. And it is good to see guys that will just take ownership of a car show and the purpose of what they're raising the money for. So, well, James, thank you for bringing this beautiful car out. And we got to get Brad in here. Brad, let's get in here a minute. We do appreciate you being a sponsor. And Jamie's trying to turn around here where Jamie can see you. We do appreciate you being a sponsor. Your name and your reputation here in town is phenomenal. For the work you do is just, you know, you want to say any thanks to anybody that.
I'm just glad to be a part of it. I am. I get support from this whole area, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, anywhere you go, you hear people talk about you in a good light. That the work you do, the paint, the body.
They do boats too.
Boats, really?
Not really.
What about Hummers? You put flame paint jobs on Hummers?
I've been known to fix a black Hummer a time or two.
Yeah, that's right. Some fender benders, yeah. Well, we do appreciate you, man. It's good to see you this morning, and I look forward to. Do you ever get? They should have a special award, Brad's favorite trophy at the show.
Well, I've picked before, but
Okay,
I don't know. There's so many to pick from. I try, and then you got all your friends. I try to kind of stay out of it much as I can.
Yeah, favoritism, that's hard sometimes. They want to get me to judge sometimes, and I'm like, guys, I know half of the people here.
It's hard to do it when it's like that, ain't it?
It really is. Well, thank you so much for coming, Brad. We appreciate you. And Jamie?
Sponsoring our segment.
Sponsoring our segment, yes, definitely. Long-term sponsor of Jamie. So.